Welcome. Today we're going to look at the chart for Mother Teresa, uh, who helped a lot of people, and she is considered a saint. So, if you were to look to the eastern horizon when she was born, you would see this constellation associated with Sagittarius, the ninth sign, rising on the horizon. And it was rising at 1 degree and 39 minutes. So, Sagittarian is a dual sign. That means they move, they're able to be flexible and can be stubborn too. Um, she's a water sign. Water sign people are very compassionate, have experienced a lot of emotion and feeling. So we're first going to look at and see how the planets are operating, and then we're going to look and see when they're operating, and then we're going to see what type of remedies could have been used in this chart. So first, let's look at the sun. Sun is very well placed in the house of good fortune, and it's very strong and well placed, and um, it gives good fortune through Sun is healing in her chart, so health and healing. So good fortune through healing others. Moon is at 26 degrees. Now, any multicorona sign 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 11 that you find in the 6th, the 8th, or the 12th house becomes a functional malefic. So we see the fourth sign of Cancer in the 8th house. So Cancer is ruled by Moon. So Moon becomes functional malefic for this chart. So it can cause issues. Now, Moon is at 26 degrees. So it's also, in old age and weak. And but basically it's ruling this house of vulnerability, transformation, obstacles, um, chronic illness, uh, all of those kinds of things. And so we see Moon is in the house of education. So I think she created change, transformation in people's lives through educating others. Now, because it is functional malefic, Moon also represents heart. So she had heart issues. She had a pacemaker, and I think she may have had a heart attack. So that relates to her heart issues. Mars is at 20 degrees, and it is ruling the house of education, um, investments, and children. And so Mars is placed in the house of good fortune. So Mars, through education, through educating others, through courage, she had like the courage to move out of her comfort zone from a monastery in Ireland to Calcutta, and where she was lived in pretty poor conditions. She had the courage. She really wanted to serve other people. So Mercury is exalted and strong, and it is placed in its own house, its own sign. See the sign of Virgo in the career house, the 10th house. So Mercury again gives this ability to educate and help other people. So career through educating others. Jupiter is at 21 degrees. So Jupiter, and it's also strong and well placed in that career house. So again, educating others, teaching of religion or spirituality in the career house. Venus is at 16 degrees, and it's placed in this house of vulnerability, and it's ruling the house of income. So her income came through helping those who were vulnerable, healing others, and nursing and compassion. And this can also relate to her health issues, her heart. Saturn is ruling the house of success, placed in the house of education. So her success came from educating others. Rahu and Ketu are at 0 degrees. So they're very close to the rising sign degree. Any planet that's within 5 degrees of the rising sign degree has some major impact. So Rahu is in this house of service. So strong desire for service and spiritual growth through service. And she led a very austere life. So this I want this service, and I don't want, I let go of my worldly desires. And because they're close to the most effective point, Rahu and Ketu afflict about 6 out of her 12 houses, mostly family and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Health, it's afflicting health and the vulnerability. So yeah, so many of those things are there. Well, now let's look and see how the planets are operating. So in 1979, she was granted the Nobel Peace Prize, and that would be during a Sun period. So Sun is really powerful for her. So put the spot on her life. So this is the house of so Sun is that good fortune, and it's ruling this house of good fortune. So it's in its own house, basically, own sign, excuse me. And then in December of 1989, she got a pacemaker for her heart, and that would have been during a moon period. Again, moon representing heart. So here, wait a minute, 89. Actually, it's during a Mercury period, and Mercury was passing through this house of vulnerability at that time. And then she died on September 5th, 1997. So here we have September 5th, 1997. The inner circle is where the planets were when she was born, and the outer circle is where the planets were when she died, the transiting planets. So if we look and see, there was, let's see here, 97. So it's during a Rahu period. And during a Rahu period. And Rahu, let's see here. So Saturn and Moon. Okay, so Moon, which is her functional malefic, is afflicting Venus. And so Moon is at 27 degrees, afflicting Saturn. which is at 25 degrees. Now Saturn is longevity, so Moon is afflicting longevity. And then let's see what else is happening. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think those are the main things for her chart. So if you're interested in getting a reading, you can go to vastucreations.com. Under services, you'll see lots of different type of astrological readings. And if you're interested in learning how to do transformational Vedic astrology, you can go to American Institute of Vastu.com under courses. And you can also get certified there with Vastu or astrology. And thank you for listening.